What's up, guys? This is Sam Taggart with the D2D Apprentice, where we help businesses scale. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about a business problem that's really common. It's where most people don't have a clear rep progression map. It's kind of like rep and owner, or rep and maybe just a manager, but that manager's been there for 5 years, so there's no growth. So what is a clear rep progression map, the milestones, the requirements, the tracking system, the graduation gifts, or whatever that looks like? I'm curious to see what these guys are gonna come up with. We're about to drop. If you're a business owner that's like, I want to scale, come to one of our business boot camps, get involved with our masterminds, and we're here to help you level up.
Hey, I'm Connor. I'm with Big League Roofers. This is my first day on the job. I don't really know where to go. Can you direct me to the right place?
Yeah, Connor.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you Diana?
I am.
Nice to meet you.
All right, we'll come over here. We are waiting for you. This is Dylan.
Hey there. Welcome to your new career. This is where we breed leaders, sir. We called you up to the big leagues, and to start you off, this is our coach.
Hi, Connor.
Hey, are you Jack?
I'm Jack. I'm
Hey.
the owner of the company. I started this company 23 years ago.
Nice to finally meet you.
Congratulations on making it through the interview process and starting your new job. We look forward to developing you into a leader. I started this company in order to develop leaders. We've got a great team. We've got a team of leaders back here, and you're going to be working with all of them, but you're going to be working with one specifically. But let me start by asking you, why do you want this job? What's this job mean to you?
Yeah, definitely. So there's two aspects of that for me. First, so I'm fresh out of college. Been jumping around part-time to part-time job. I'm tired of getting paid for my time, and I actually want to get paid for my worth and my drive. And then second, on a more personal note, my dad, he busted his ass, making $50K a year. Wasn't really present in my life. For me, I want to be able to retire early and then be able to be present for my kids. Unfortunately, my dad wasn't, but I want to build a future where I'm present in both my kids, my future kids, and my wife's life. So
That's a great why, Connor. So this job's tough, and when it gets tough, you got to remember your why. That'll help you get through it. Let me introduce you. This is sales team. We got our whole sales team here. You're going to be working with different ones at different times, but your main sales trainer is right here, Raphael. Raphael, Connor.
Connor, it's very nice to meet you, man. Very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of sit down with you and break down the different ways that you progress through this job. We start you out in an entry-level position as a canvasser. We call that here at Big League Roofers minor league rep. We have a few requirements for you to get to the next level, which we call a major league rep. What we want to see with that is your commitment to being on the doors and futuring your education. What it kind of takes to handle your own customers is learning what it is to knock a door, how to be polite, how to have good communication. So we're going to get into our requirements to get promoted from a minor league rep, which is just canvassing, to a major league rep, which would be you handling your own customers. What that takes is we're going to need you to go out there and knock 400 doors a week. We need you out there on the doors, meeting people, having conversations, and kind of facing all the challenges. And along with that, setting inspections and getting yourself paid. Another thing that we're going to need you to do is we're going to need you to be in our training portal. We need you to be educating yourself on what's going on with roofs, man. I mean, that's what it's all about. You know, you got to be able to break down a roof yourself and explain it to somebody in a second, because they're going to ask you. They're going to test you on the doors. And then another thing, for you to get promoted to the next level, our final qualification is we need you to generate 10 contingencies in a 2-week period. That's what it's going to take for you to prove that you can set inspections and generate a pipeline for yourself.
yeah, quick question. What's a contingency?
What a contingency is when we do a roof inspection with a customer, they have the damage that qualifies for their insurance to cover it. We need you to essentially get them to commit their business to you. If we're going to work the insurance claim for them, we want them to be committed to us as well. So once you get that 10 contingencies in a 2-week period, you will get promoted to a major league rep. What you're going to get with that is 3 Big League Roofers polos just like this. You're not going to be wearing the long sleeve dry fit anymore. You're going to be a little bit more classy out there. That'll give you some confidence. And then what it's going to take for you to get from a major league rep to a team lead is a few qualifications. We're going to need you to be kind of, instead of just attending the meetings like what you were doing as minor league rep, we need you to be leading some meetings. We need you to show some leadership in that. The whole goal of this is to kind of change you into a leader, from just coming in and trying this out to leading other people. Let me go through this real quick with you. We need you to attend all the company events. We need you to have an 80% close rate. We want you to close all the deals that anybody who you're handling their deals for them brings in. We need you to do $1 million in self-generated sales, and we need you to train for 10 hours in leadership. Once you get that, you'll get your once you do your $1 million in sales and get promoted, you'll get a Rolex. And yeah, we're gonna need you to bring on 4 people and 2 of them to get promoted to a rep. All right?
Give it up. Yeah. Give it up. Hey, what you guys put your thoughts together? Guys, this is awesome. I love, they polled what they actually do, right? Like you have a little league and a big league it's so fun because they're like big league roofers and they're playing on the name. So like Nomo, you could be like Nomo, Domo, Somo, Homo, right? Sorry. But you know what I mean? It's like you start out as I might get in trouble politically with this one. We'll leave that last one out. But edit. Rewind. But see what I'm saying? Like build a system around, simplicity. It's like, hey, you're a simple rep, you're an advanced rep, and you're a like you can play in your game sometimes. It's kind of fun. I like how they did that. So, all right, here we go.
All right, so, I'll start with what I liked, right? Similar to last group, I like that everybody was involved, right? The new rep's not coming in, meeting one person, and then not knowing any of the leadership, right? I love that the owner was there, right? And, I really love the question you asked, what's your why? And you told him, hey, it's going to get hard. When it gets hard, it's not an easy job, but when it gets hard, remember what your why is. So I love that. That was great. Definitely, we went through, and I know 5 minutes is short, but we went through very quickly that progression, right? And and he had a lot of questions too, like, hey, what's the contingency, right? What does this mean? I don't know at all what I'm doing. So maybe take it slower, break it down for him, really, kind of those baby steps, right? And as paint that vision of what the future is. Hey, this is what you can accomplish. This is what you can work towards. Here's where we're at now, and here's the immediate focus, and here's what we're going to work on. So overall, I give you guys a 7.
I think you guys did a lot of good things, and there were a few things that I felt like were missing. I really liked the org chart transparency and clarity. You introduced the new person to basically everybody in the company. That's something that I found was really successful because a rep needs to know where to go, right? If they don't know where to go, it gets really frustrating when they're having trouble. So I think that was really good. I like that you had 2 positions, but I think you could have more milestones within the position. I don't think that how long is that really going to last somebody? You know what I mean? Just in our setter program, we had 4 different tiers just for setters. You know what I mean? So. And it gives people a lot of time to work within a position and to move into the next position. I think you had really good expectations on what that job was. I loved the new shirt incentive. I think that's the most underutilized, powerful tool is as you level up, you get to wear and that's something I learned from Sam and implemented, and it freaking works. You get to wear the white shirt now. Yeah, it's a freaking $25 shirt, and it
bang for your buck?
Yeah, that is bang for your buck, and it's you don't. A lot of the time, you can incentivize you can get a lot more for less than I think a lot of us think. So the shirt means a lot. So I thought that was amazing. And then the last bit of information I thought was kind of interesting is you talked about it being a leadership role or leadership but I was kind of confused. It seemed more like an entry level. So I didn't know what was the leadership position. You didn't really talk about that a whole lot. So I thought that was kind of a disconnect. So overall, I thought it was really good, but just a few things missing. Give you guys a 7.5.
So I'm going to do a little spoiler alert. My score was abnormally high, and I want to tell you why. First of all, presentation. The acting was world class. Yeah. Okay, so good work. Great casting. All right, so what's going through my mind is that I think this is a mistake a lot of companies make, is not having clear expectations, right? I think they did a good job with that. Here's the other thing I liked, is you've got so many hooks into this newbie, right? Is he gonna go anywhere? A lot of times we lose reps because they don't have clear expectations. They don't know. There's no career path, right? Set from the beginning. There's no expectations of what's required of me, right? The other thing is, the one element that I don't think people talk about a lot is when this rep goes home, right? What is he gonna do? He's gonna talk to his parents, right? He's gonna talk to his wife, his wife, boyfriend, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And they're gonna either support him working with your organization, or they're gonna do the opposite. They're gonna pull him away. So how many of you started in this industry and actually had the owner of the company come to you and say, hey, you're valued. We want you here. Everybody wants to feel that. So to bring this back home, the thing that I was thinking of when I saw your presentation is Atlas Marketing again. We've talked about them quite a bit of times, but the thing that, if you're not familiar with Atlas Marketing, we didn't pay the most. We had incredible culture, and everybody knew their job, and everybody was chipping in, right? And so when I see you going around introducing, when I got hired with Atlas Marketing, I was a nobody. I'd never knocked doors. I'd never made the company any money. I was a nobody. But I was able to walk, they introduced me to every single, but this is the person doing the payroll. Hey, glad to meet you. Welcome aboard. Hey, this is the person that's gonna train you. Here's our training path, right? So I felt like you did that really, really, really well, right? So I gave you 2 scores, okay? First one's unofficial. It's the WWSTD. Level strong. Okay, 6.7. WWSTD, level strong. Very good.
I will echo what Clint said on the acting. Jack, specifically, you just have some sort of presidential presence about you that it made me feel warm and fuzzy inside as you were shaking his hand, and I wanted to be a leader in your organization. That was great. Clear mission and values. Clear. I mean, one thing that I always promoted is like we create leaders, and I could feel that within. I would have liked to see a little bit more of what are those leadership roles, because even Major League Knocker is not as much of a leadership role. You're leading yourself, but then maybe it's like, hey, then next summer most people compete to be an assistant manager, a manager, open up their own branch, whatever that might be, region manager, right? Would have liked to see some vision within that, because that's what I was initially thinking when I heard the prompt, is what is that rep progression path, and whether that's going from fast start into Major League into all that. So I did like, I liked, minor league, major league. You were specific on 400 doors knocked, 10 contingencies a week. The training was not specific at all. It was like, we're going to need you training, right? The biggest thing that I saw some area for improvement was I do like telling people the job is going to be hard. I do like saying, hey, attach to your why, because there's going to be times when you quit. But when we're first training reps and onboarding reps, one of my main objections is popping fear bubbles. Is a lot of people are really nervous when they start, and I don't know if what they need to hear is this is gonna suck and it's gonna be really hard, and you better attach to your why now, otherwise you're screwed, buddy. Right? It's more like, hey, listen, there's 2 reasons people don't do well with this job. You either don't work hard or you don't follow the program. And if you can promise me that you'll do those 2 things, I can promise you that we're gonna do everything in our power to make sure that you're successful. Guys, this is a cornerstone of my culture, and this is what I think is so important about like a classroom style training on top of modules, is you need to have some opportunity to influence their mindset. And people's number one fear coming into sales is that you have to be a natural born salesperson, right? Is that I can't learn this skill set to get to where I am. So 2 things. All you have to do, if you work hard and you follow the program, you will be successful, right? There's only 2 reasons people don't do well. You don't work hard or you don't follow the program, right? And so I would focus more on popping those fear bubbles, right? And I'm trying to infuse reps with confidence early on, because nobody sells early on because they have a great pitch. When they start, all their pitches suck. They sell because they have a lot of belief and a lot of conviction that they can do it, right? And so I'd focus more on building that confidence outside of just the leadership, popping those fear bubbles, and just being a little more specific on a few things here and there. Overall, great job. I gave you a 7.9.
All right, as you can tell, these guys absolutely crushed it. It's so fun to watch. Business owners really masterminding from different industries, from windows to pest to doors to detached reset to roofs, all sorts of different industries all in the house. And if you're a business owner that's like, how do I go to the next level? You gotta start surrounding yourself with good mentors, coaches, and get good training. So click the link down, go schedule a call with us and actually dive in. Let's see where our experts in our team can actually help you and your business take it to the next level.